This is a call from the ancestors to sail to new skies.
Disney fans can rejoice now that the highly anticipated Moana 2 has released an official full-length trailer. The sequel will premiere in theaters 8 years after the original story, where Moana sailed across the sea to restore the heart of Te Fiti and save her people. We've since received confirmation that the sequel will take place a few years in the future, and Moana will embark on another ocean-wide adventure to heed the call of her ancestors. In today's video, we'll break down everything from the trailer and what it could mean for Moana and Maui's future and their next adventure together.
Maui?
Boat snack! Oh! Boat snack upgrade!
The trailer opens with the same shell from the teaser washing up on the beach, where a hermit crab attempts to make the shell its new home. However, he's interrupted by Moana, who offers him a different shell before taking the conch to blow into like a horn. She has just touched down on the beach with her boat at the shore's edge. An image carved into her oar is reminiscent of Maui's hook. The next scene shows a much older Moana looking out into the sea, using her hand to help navigate. She's later looked on by her entire community, who stand on the shore and within shallow water to see Moana off on her next adventure. Her parents stand in the front of the group, and her father holds a much younger girl in his arms. It seems that Moana will now have a younger sibling. The following few scenes include a group of excited drummers and Moana sitting in a hut with her people, possibly partaking in a ceremony or meeting, before she is struck by lightning. The object she held is shattered as she's thrown across the room. Then the trailer moves to a new location, where Moana uses a drum to attempt communication with her ancestors. However, she's interrupted by Heihei, her former animal companion from the first film. Moana then sets sail with Heihei, Pua, and a group of new characters who appear to be her crew. She has a monologue in which she claims they must heed the call of their ancestors to sail to new skies and reconnect their people across the ocean. The scene includes her sailing alongside dolphins, coming face to face with a massive whale shark, and meeting the Kakamura from the original film. She also navigates a churning sea in the midst of what could be a potential sea monster. Before the trailer ends, Maui leaps from the sea as a shark, soars through the air as a hawk, and lands on Moana's boat. Moana is excited to see him, but he quickly jokes about Heihei and Pua making a good snack. Settling the pair into their quick-witted banter, fans will recognize from their first adventure together. Now that the trailer has shown some of the trials and tribulations Moana will face, we can make assumptions about the sequel's contents, making educated guesses about what we may see and learn more about once the film finally releases. Number 1. Moana as Chief. In the first film, Moana's father, Tui, attempts to prepare her to take over as the chief of their people. The chiefs follow a bloodline in their community, with children becoming heirs to their parents. However, a child can become a chief once ready to take responsibility. They claim the role by climbing to the top of a sacred mountain called the Place of Chiefs. There, they place a stone, which signifies the start of their leadership. However, Moana can't ignore the undeniable pull she feels toward the ocean, and she embarks on her adventure before she can take on the full responsibilities of being Motunui's new chief. Fortunately, she returns home after restoring the heart of Te Fiti, where her people and family celebrate her as a hero and welcome her as their new chief. Due to restoring Te Fiti and lifting the subsequent curse, Moana's people could leave the reef and sail the world with her as their leader. As many scenes from the trailer appear to take place on Motunui, the film's beginning will likely show Moana among her people, helping them overcome daily problems and ensuring her people prosper. Now that she's older and more experienced from her adventures across the sea, Moana has likely become a trusted chief with significant stress on her shoulders, leaving plenty of room for the narrative to explore her new role and how she's settled into it.
I've wanted to bring you here from the moment you opened your eyes. This is a sacred place.
Number 2. Moana's crew. In the original film, Moana embarks on her adventure alone without a crew to help her navigate the ocean. Her lack of reinforcements was due to the rule that no one could travel past Motunui's reef in case something horrible happened in return. However, once Moana lifted the curse and subsequent darkness threatened her people, Motunui became home to wayfinders again, allowing Moana and her people to sail freely across the ocean in search of allies, resources, and new homes. Now that Moana has restored the art of sailing and navigating to her people, there's likely a long list of those who would want to travel with their chief. In the trailer, we see Moana with an older man, someone of middle age, and a young woman who will likely make up her crew in the sequel. The story will need time to explore why each character was chosen for such an important role and the unique relationships they will have with Moana. These new characters will provide more substance for the narrative and may help the sequel succeed compared to the original film, which framed the story about two primary main characters, limiting the scope of the cast and the story that could be told. The trailer also shows Maui joining Moana once she sets sail. Since she has a new cast of characters to help on her current journey, Maui may play a minor role in the film, assisting Moana as a friend, helping her reach each destination as a co-navigator, and serving as a line of defense against her new enemies. He could also help her overcome any personal problems she experiences, as she helped him when they first met.
Not every day you get a chance to meet your hero.
You are not my hero.
Number 3. New sea creatures. Traveling the ocean comes with many dangers. While Moana is likely an excellent captain and navigator who can keep her boat afloat, she would struggle even in the face of massive sea creatures. In the first film, she and Maui meet Tamatoa, a gigantic crab who lives in Lalotai, the land of monsters. Tamatoa is obsessed with anything shiny, which makes it nearly impossible for Maui and Moana to escape. The pair also meet the Kakamora, a tribe of coconut-themed pirates described as savage and murderous by Maui. The trailer has confirmed the reappearance of the Kakamora and new sea creatures, all of whom would become significant threats to Moana, her crew, and the goal they're trying to achieve. A few new antagonists are bound to raise the stakes of their adventure, ones who may not prove easy to escape.
They're kinda cute.
Number 4. New villages. Moana claims their ancestors wanted them to cross the ocean and reconnect with their people. The film's plot includes Moana and her crew sailing long distances to reconnect with other descendants of the Wayfinders. Therefore, the sequel may consist of numerous new locations, including villages. Unfortunately, not every community may welcome Moana and her crew with open arms, so they may need to travel with caution. The new villages could offer enemies and allies to Moana, especially if she's looking to form an alliance between two communities and re-establish a contract between various tribes. The film's primary antagonist could come from one of the new locations, while Moana could also make friends or find a love interest. This storyline was absent from the original film in favor of prioritizing Moana and her individual story. Whichever way the sequel introduces these new locations and the people who live there, there's potential for Moana to meet her match or have a streak of good luck.
I may have gone a little ways past the reef.
It suits you.
With the next installment of the Moana franchise, old and new fans will surely be blown away by the stunning animation, beautiful writing, and action-packed story. Fans of the original film were drawn to Moana's bravery and dedication, two traits that earned her the title of an official Disney princess. Now that she's back for a new adventure, she may lead a resurgence of stories based around classic Disney characters, including her fellow princesses and princes who influenced an entire generation. There's plenty to be excited about when Moana 2 finally premieres this November.
Look, what I did was wrong. I have no excuse.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
You could come with us, you know. My people are going to need a master wayfinder.